Hi, this is Ali from ALTA. How are you? Today we're going to go over the installation, assembly and installation of our bike rack and also usage. The final video will show you ways to use the rack and precautions to take for best safety procedures. To start with, take your hitch assembly and flip it upside down, just like this, with the wear plates, the polyurethane wear plates pointing up, with the groove lining up with the hole. At this point, take your main vertical beam with the stickers pointing up and place it right into the groove where you see the brass fittings right there. Use your provided 5/8 bolt with the washer, go through, and you can just hit it right there if it's a little stuck, and it goes right through. Use the other washer, the nylock nut, and just hand tighten this at this point. Once you hit the rubber on the nylock, it's gonna stop. So at that point, we're gonna take the ratchet.
Hey, what ratchet are you using?
We're using a 15/16 ratchet and a 15/16 wrench. And we're gonna tighten this, and you're not super tightening this because we're gonna do a final torque once it's on the vehicle. So basically tighten it to the point where this stops and it becomes a struggle. That's about right. You'll see the bolt starting to protrude out of the nut on the other side. It's about a good spot to stop. At this point, take the entire assembly and flip it over. You see 4 holes along the bottom of that bar. The lowest hole is where the latch goes. So the second hole is not going to be populated at this time. Take your 3/8 bolts, put them through, make sure you use a washer. Put the washer on the other side, and then hand tighten those nylocks again. At this time, I'm using 9/16 ratchets to tighten these 3/8 bolts. You can also use an adjustable crescent wrench here, but this just makes life a little easier. So we're tightening these to the point where there is no play, because we're going to adjust the tolerance on that latch system. So it's now contacting the frame of the main vertical. It's not wiggling. Slide it back, pick it up, and sometimes it engages, sometimes it doesn't. And these are what these set screws are for. Use the provided Allen key and start at the lower bolt and turn it until you feel contact, and then slowly turn it until the latch engages, just like that. At that point, turn that bolt by hand all the way. Use your 7/16 or a crescent wrench, small crescent wrench, to get in here. And what it does, that is a lock nut, and it will lock that latch in position. This latch is designed to move, and it's not essential for holding the weight of the rack, and we'll discuss that in a little bit as well. So hand tighten this to the top bolt. You don't need to make it super tight at this point, just till you get contact since it's already latched. And then turn the nut, and again use the 7/16 to lock that lock nut. At this point, the position of these bolts cannot be moved. Now we'll take it. It's good to hang it over the table at this point, flip it over, and finalize tightening the latch system. And this is pretty tight, and we'll torque everything again on the vehicle. That's pretty good right there. That's the first video of the assembly. We will now install it on the vehicle for ease of assembly in the for the other parts. Watch video 2 of 3. Thank you. Okay, we screwed up.
You seem out of breath. How did we screw up?
Because I didn't have all the parts.
Oh.
They're ready to go.
Do we need to retake it?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Assemble a couple of hitch tighteners.